Hey everyone, Bit here. Today I'm here to talk about the Nintendo 3DS. So, there was recent news that the eShops for the 3DS and Wii U are going to be closing down in March 2023. That means that if you have any digital titles if you have any digital titles stored on your NNID and you don't have a 3DS or Wii U system with them already downloaded, if you don't re-download your titles onto a system by March 2023, you will lose those titles as the eShop will no longer be accessible. And I think Nintendo published something about this. So, also, I apologize for the grainy footage. Um, this is coming from my laptop webcam so that I can have the desktop up so I can show you the desktop. Um, let's actually go to the desktop. So I put myself in the corner there. I'll move myself to the other side. Let's see, Nintendo 3DS Wii U eShop closing. So let's see. So here's the article on Nintendo's support website. It's kind of weird because I've got Dark Reader enabled. I could go up here and disable Dark Reader. Actually, I'll do that. Um, so this article says, as of late March 2023, it will no longer be possible to make purchases in Nintendo eShop for the Wii U system and the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. It will also no longer be possible to download free content, including game demos. Furthermore, as this date draws closer, related services will cease to function. As of May 23rd, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a credit card to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on Wii U or 3DS. If, as of August 29th, 2022, it will no longer be possible to use a Nintendo eShop card to add funds to an account in Nintendo eShop on Wii U or 3DS. However, it will still be possible to redeem download codes until late March 2023. And it says users who link their their NNID wallet used with the Wii U and 3DS family of systems and the Nintendo account wallet used with the Switch can use the shared balance to purchase content on any of the systems until late March 2023. So I presume that means if you add funds to your eShop account on a Switch, even after you can't add funds anymore on a 3DS or Wii U itself, you can still purchase things and redeem download codes until the shop completely closes. Oh, okay. Even after late March 2023 and for the foreseeable future, it will still be possible to re-download games and DLC, receive software updates, and enjoy online play in the Wii U. So you won't lose your titles. That's a good thing. So even after that date, I couldn't buy anything new. Or actually, wait. Huh. Could you still purchase content with the shared balance? Or is it, or are they just disabling purchases and still keeping re-downloads? And also, you won't be able to make in-app purchases on those systems anymore. So, so even after the eShop closes, you will still be able to go back and re-download things. It's just that after the eShop closure, you won't be able to purchase any new funds. You won't be able to purchase anything new, even if you've attached your NNID to your Nintendo account and can add funds to a Nintendo Switch. So like I think my NNID has access to Flipnote Studio, I think my NNID has access to Flipnote Studio 3D, so I could still download Flipnote Studio 3D and also be able to use the Kairu gallery if I wanted to upload anything from Flipnote Studio 3D. Because if you haven't heard, there's this group called the Kairu team. I think the thing they're most known for is Kairu Tomo, which is a revival service for Mitomo. Because this video is not about Mitomo, but I'll quickly talk about Mitomo here. Mitomo was a failed social app made by Nintendo. So it was on for a while. I liked Mitomo, but they decided to shut it down. It's a really cool app, and I didn't use it to its full potential because I didn't know anyone else who had Mitomo. Because that app is basically you have to have friends to use it properly. So yeah. They also do Kairu Gallery, which is what I was talking about for Flipnote Studio 3D. It's just that you have to modify your 3DS. And you can actually... I wonder if they can still... I think you can still, because Kairu provides the links, you just have to sign in. But I already have a... Also, I think I have some of the my Nintendo themes on the theme shop. And I'm pretty sure you could still re-download that stuff after the eShop closure. So... And if you had older eShop cards, which I'm pretty sure you wouldn't, you can still type them into a Switch. Or if you you can actually just go to the My Nintendo store, the shop menu, and put a code in. So if you had a 3DS and a Nintendo account, if you had a 3DS or Wii U and a Nintendo account and an NNID, but no Switch, you could still add funds through the you still add funds using a computer or phone and the Nintendo Shop website. No, you also have eShop purchase history on this support, which I won't go to. So I could probably use that to check if my account still has... Let me actually take a look at that. If it shows history for if it shows history for NNID purchases. No, it only shows it only shows stuff for the Switch. So yeah. And here's an article from Nintendo Life. And actually, let me go back to that Nintendo article because I was looking at that article on Nintendo Life for a clause in this thing. So you can still download free themes from the theme shop on your 3DS, so that won't go away. There was something that said, like, we have no plans to provide legacy software. because it says like up here, like here's the headline. It says Nintendo's closing the headline for this Nintendo Life article is Nintendo is closing the 3DS and Wii whatever. Is closing the 3DS and Wii U eShops and has no plans to offer classic content in other ways. So yeah. So yeah, they're closing the eShop for the 3DS and Wii U, and luckily you can still re-download things, but you won't be able to purchase anything new. So this is the point where you need to go on where you would have to go on eBay and get a 3DS, 2DS, new 2DS, you know, 3DS, new 3DS, 2DS, new 2DS, and get your software back and get any digital software, any digital only software that you want from the eShop before the ability to purchase becomes no longer. But luckily, after you lose the ability to add funds to those systems directly, you can still add funds using a computer, using a computer, a phone, or a Switch to continue to purchase stuff that you want. But after the closure in March 2023, you can still re-download things you own, but you won't be able to purchase anything new. So yeah, it's a sad reality that has to come to the Wii U and 3DS. The Wii U, like, the Wii U wasn't that remarkable. It was a commercial flop, but the main attraction for this video is not the closure news. I was just telling you about the closure news to get that out of the way as to why I'm making this video. But the main point of this video is a Nintendo 3DS retrospective. Because I had an old XL and a new XL 3DS. So they were both I had the old and a new 3DS. They were both XL models. For some reason in Japan they were called LL, which is weird. But I had both an old and a new 3DS XL. I had a blue old 3DS XL and a black new 3DS XL. So first we'll talk about the differences between the old and the new systems. Actually, we'll talk about the whole family. Can I get pictures of the Nintendo 3DS family? Let me actually bring up the desktop again. Which one is it? 2. Let me actually bring up the desktop again. We'll bring up the web browser. So here's the entire 3DS family. So here's the entire 3DS family. So this is the entire 3DS family. This is from the picture from the Nintendo UK website. So you have the old 3DS, the old small 3DS, the 2DS, the old XL 3DS, the new small, and the new XL. And I had a old XL and a new XL system. So for some reason the old small was really boxy and I didn't get that one. We got the XL, which is more rounded, actually feels better in the hand than the new XL, not the new XL, the old small. And the 2DS was just a wedge. This isn't actually the entire 3DS family. There is one missing. So you have the 3DS, which was just the standard system. You have the 2DS. These are actually showing old home screens. Wait, these are showing old home screens. So these are the old Let me actually view image. So these are the old. Oh, the picture's kind of pixely. That picture is pixely. No, it's got old home screens too. Uh, huh. So here, let's have a look at the old small. So this is the old small 3DS. I got to zoom out. So this is the old small 3DS. You see you got the old home menu. I won't worry about that. So this is an old small 3DS in black. I think it was called Cosmic Black. An old small 3DS. So you had your power button, your XYAB, but your face buttons, XYAB, D-pad and circle pad, as well as your 3D slider over there. One thing, you got the headphone jack in the center there on the old small. And then we'll have a look at the old XL. So this one, oh, this is some stuff for screen protectors. Let's take a look. Okay, here's a picture of the old XL and the new XL. Oh, here's a picture of the old XL and the new XL, or not the old XL, the old small, the old small and the old XL. Actually, let's bring this up. Got an old XL. Okay, we got an old XL here. So even though it'll be a bit pixely, so the old XL, you got your power button, your face buttons, your I forgot about the notification light. You got your notification light there. You got your 3D slider, which is a little gray thing. It's the screen. Got a camera. You got inner camera, a circle pad, and the up, down, left, right button, and the D-pad and the circle pad. You got your home, select, start, in the same arrangement as on the old small. For some reason, this picture doesn't even show the Miiverse icon. For some reason, this picture doesn't even show the Miiverse icon, which would be on the far right there. And now I just gotta find some pictures of a new system. So this one's from... Huh. That one's from Japan because it says LL. Because you see, this picture has the LL. Because this is from actually after the discontinuation of the production of the systems. So you see, this says translated from Japan because you see it says LL, not XL. So here's I gotta find the... Okay, here's a picture of the new 3DS systems. So we went over the old small and the old XL. Actually, let's go over the 2DS right quick. Let's go over the 2DS right quick. Because yes, there was the 2DS. You got it's somewhere around here. So here's a picture of a 2DS system from a news website. So you can't actually see the whole system in this picture. Let me find another picture. Let me just type in a Nintendo 2DS. So here is the 2DS. This wedge-shaped abomination of a 3DS system. So this is actually one of them. This says it's one of the Mario Kart 7 edition systems. You see this one, it's got the new home screen. You got the home settings button and the small and big icons on the right and your options in the middle. Then you have your apps there. You got a game card and things. You got your home button and a sleep slider. Because it didn't fold. it didn't fold. You got your bumpers on the sides there, and your stylus, and your SD card. On the top, you'd find a game card. On the back, you'd find outer cameras, and you start out your inner camera. And then we have the new 2DS XL. So you can see it's kind of got a DSi look there. I mean, um, I'm using Bing. This is Microsoft Edge, but it has kind of like that looks like a DSi. The hinge. See, Nintendo DSi. So here is a DSi. It's an image from Wikipedia. Um, so this is a Nintendo DSi, and you got your wireless charger power. And you see you've got the inner camera and the microphone on the hinge there, and your SD card and stuff, of course. But you got your inner camera and a microphone on the hinge there, just like a new XL 3DS. So you can see it's very round, a smartphone. It's like a smartphone-like device. This very rounded smartphone-like device. This is the black and turquoise model that we're looking at here. So on the bottom you have your SD card and game card slots. You have your stylus on the bottom, I think, and your power button and indicators on the bottom, on the far right bottom of the system. You have your circle pad, your D-pad, your home button. For some reason the home button's over there, not below the screen. You start and select your C-stick and your XYABs, and you got your triggers and stuff on the back, your bumpers and triggers on the back. Our notification light, camera, and microphone on the hinge. And then I don't know where maybe those holes at the bottom are speakers, because they don't look like they would it doesn't look like those would take lanyards, those holes on the bottom to the left and right. So yeah, those are probably the speakers of that system, because here's a new XL system, and here's a new XL, and you see the speakers on the left and right there. So that was the new 2DS XL. So let's look at the new Nintendo 3DS. So here we have a new small. So here we have a new small 3DS. And you got your Famicom colored buttons there. Start and select, circle pad, D-pad, C-stick, start and select, your home, game card input, headphone jack, stylus, power, all that stuff. Then you've got the new 3DS XL. You got the new XL 3DS. This is it says it's the Galaxy style. This is the new Galaxy style. So it's all blue on the inside, but you got the buttons there. I had a black one, not the Galaxy. And you got the camera there. I didn't show you the sensor on the inner camera. And also the volume slider is now on the cover instead of on the side where your hands are. Your 3D slider. So yeah, that was a look around some 3DS, the 3DS family. And my face was my face was below the camera frame the whole time. Because I couldn't see my face. So yeah, that was a look around the 3DS family. So let's talk about my experience with the systems. I really liked the 3DS systems, both of the XLs that I had. They were really good. They played. We liked that they played. They were backwards compatible with DS games, because we had some DS games. Most notably, we had Pokemon Diamond. We had Pokemon Diamond for the DS. which they recently released Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl for the Switch. So if I got that, I'd probably get. If I got the remakes, I'd probably get Brilliant Diamond because I had Diamond on the DS. So, and I had Super Mario 3D Land. I can only remember a few of the games that I had, but I had Super Mario 3D Land, Kirby Triple Deluxe, Chibi Robo Ziplash, Super Mario Maker for 3DS, New Super Mario Bros. 2. Um, Still trying to figure out what else I had for that system. I had Flipnote. I think I had Flipnote. I had Flipnote Studio 3D, which was on my Nintendo reward. I think I had some of the themes from my Nintendo. Um, yeah, that's all I can think of. But the systems were really nice. They were really the XL ones especially were quite good feeling in the hand. It was a very, even though they were plastic, it was a very nice plastic. It was glossy it was a nice glossy on the outside, especially with the new one. My headphones still plugged in. Um, and honestly, that thing was almost handheld perfection. I, after seeing the news about the closure of the 3DS eShop, I actually miss my 3DSs. Sadly, they go for like I won't turn on the desktop camera. I won't turn on the view for the desktop again, but let me go on eBay. Let me go on eBay right quick, because sadly GameStop doesn't have any refurbished models. No, I don't want to sign in with Google. Um, but since GameStop doesn't have refurbished models anymore, so let's take a look at new Nintendo 3DS. Because I want a new system. I don't want the old one. So like we've got this one that's got 260. Let me change that to buy it now. This one is 279, but it comes with a bunch of accessories. It's a red console. 260. I got a black system for 260. A Japanese console, which I wouldn't want. 310 for Galaxy Edition consoles. 229 for another Galaxy model. I'd be even fine with a new small. It's a Japanese system. Corner screen damage. New Galaxy style. 259 for a new 3DS red refurbished. Broken one. $300. You get 6 games. $300, but you get 6 games, a case, and a charger. No, I still don't want to sign in. Still scrolling down. Some people are selling these with games installed, but I'd probably reset them anyway, so it would remove all the games. 250 for buy it now. Yeah. It's just not feasible to buy an old system. Because they're all $100, $200. Let me take a look at, like, might want to look at the new, let's look at the new 2DS. Let's look at new 2DS XL systems, because I'd be fine with that. 199, 190. that turquoise black one. That's the I had that on. I had that on because I was recording. You had one it on. It's 190. It comes with a charger though. Actually, that one looks. Huh. Minor scratches. Huh. This one. This one might be used, but it's got 5 watchers. I may present this. But actually I'll hold on to that. Let me pocket that. Oh, I didn't sign in. Let me sign in with Google. We put that to pocket. You put this into pocket. And yep. So yeah, systems. The price varies on eBay. Probably look into these new 2DS XLs. These actually seem pretty compelling. Yeah, I'll have to just look at this stuff later. But yeah, the prices vary for used systems on eBay. So yeah, I just have to keep looking with my dad.
Hi, my name is Jamie, and today we're taking a look at the new 3DS XL system. So I've already gone through the setup of this. I've transferred my data.
I guess here a little after 1, I should probably put on your chicken patty. Put them out of the freezer anyway.
So this is the device.
Look at that
The
glossy.
outer cameras,
My headphones just.
power,
My headphones came in.
the infrared,
Look at that glossy
Zol,
black. That nice.
Zolzer,
I called them Zol and Zur.
ZL and
Oh, yeah,
ZR,
the nice glossy plastic on that
okay,
thing, and the nice deep gray. I
LRZLZR.
finally said ZL and ZR.
And see they still have the camera icons pushing both L and R when you're
That
at the
was
home menu. Does the same thing if you did it on a DSi or the old one. It just takes you to the camera.
yeah, that was one cool thing. You could quickly take a picture on the home screen by pressing both bumpers.
My demo game is Mario.
I didn't actually test out Mario Maker for 3DS in this video. I kind of cut it short. You can see my lack of experience being a YouTuber back then, in 2016.
Mario Maker for 3DS.
It's 2022 now.
Here's the back. Stylus.
Yeah, for some reason the 3DSs, all the DS systems, and the DS, the DSi, and the 3DS, they all had resistive screens, which I don't understand. I don't know why Nintendo didn't switch to capacitive for the new systems, but I guess they just wanted to keep tradition and have the stylus. They could have included a rubber tip stylus, but rubber tip styluses aren't very good. At least the resistive screen still works with fingers and you can scroll on it, so really good resistive screen.
Headphone jack. Just like the
I'm going to try not to skip around.
smaller of the old one.
Yeah, the middle headphone jack. The old XL had its headphone jack off to the side, so you could like put stress on your headphones if you were holding the 3DS in a strange way.
Just like the smaller of the old ones. Headphone jack's in the middle. The problem with the old XL is the headphone jack is where the wireless indicator is in the new one. And the game card. They decided to put the game card slot in the bottom, which they also put the power button on the bottom, which poses if you're playing a card-based game, you're holding the 60 fine, but if it's a like 1 second push, it'll.
Okay, so here's that stuff I was talking about. The game card slot and the power button on the bottom of the system. The problems I touted in that video was you could accidentally dislodge your cartridge, and you could you could dislodge your cartridge, or you could accidentally press the power button, which wouldn't immediately turn off the system. You'd have to either press it again or press the power off button on the touchscreen. But it would close your game, which forcibly taking the game card or accidentally hitting the power button is a bad thing when you're in the middle of a game, therefore have unsaved progress. You would lose all that progress. The power button may have been an issue, but I don't think the game card would have been that much of a problem because the game card's kind of recessed into it, so your hand couldn't really bump into it.
Turn off the system. Turn the thing off. Well, at least it'll close the software and you
I sometimes repeated myself in this time. More inexperience.
can bring it back to the home menu and restart the software, but still a problem. So, here's the inside. Bottom screen, or the touch screen. Top screen. Camera, I think that's the brightness sensor.
I don't know what the world the weird slot in the hinge was for. Maybe it was so that your thumb could more easily use the C-stick?
Speakers, stereo speakers.
Yeah, speakers inside.
3D slider. Another problem that was on the old one, you'd accidentally hit the volume slider during gameplay. This one, the volume slider is basically opposite of the 3D slider.
I got fingerprints on the top screen.
X, Y, A, B, and it's funny that it's in the Super Famicom colors. I thought this would be the normal lavender and purple of the Super Nintendo.
Why was I having a tangent about the colors of those buttons?
But no, they decided to take references from the Japanese Super Nintendo, otherwise called the Super Famicom. So,
Okay, wait a second here. So back then, I had a tangent when I got the new 3DS about the colors of its buttons. But I have this 8-bit controller, the SF30 Pro, that has Super Famicom buttons. I actually like these colors more now. It's less boring than the US one.
start, select, power, microphone, the home button. They decided to move the start and select buttons. C stick. That's
I was not very good at showing stuff to the camera. More inexperience.
kind of new. It's easy to operate. It's basically Zul, Zur, and
Me saying Zol and Zur again. I think I did that for the Wii U as well.
C stick. Basically, make this thing have a built-in circle pad
Also, you can hear my parents talking in the background.
Pro. The D-pad.
Is my desktop audio even on?
C stick.
Yeah, it is.
Let's turn it on.
Oh,
So I'll have to sit down.
Oh. Yeah, me not being very good at showing stuff to the camera. Yep, I turned it on.
Okay, I'm probably gonna have to switch the camera view. Be right back.
Okay, so I have to load another file here.
So here's the top screen. Of course, Y up is top. You can still do the screenshot. So take a look at the bottom screen for right now. And we have 2 bars. Of course, your wireless connection
That
status.
home menu tune.
Your step count and play coins.
One thing that was I'll pause here. One thing that was also cool about the 3DS is that if you close the system, and you would actually have an incentive to close the system and walk around with it because of Street Pass. But if you close the system and walk around with it, it's got a built-in pedometer. And that pedometer is actually how you earn play coins, which you can use in the Street Pass Me Plaza. And you couldn't buy the DLC games anymore, but once the eShop closes, and there's no people roaming around with their 3DSs on these days because everyone's moved on. So you'd have to use play coins so you'd still have a Nintendo to walk around because you earn the play coins, and therefore be able to do things in the Street Pass Me Plaza games.
So, just the same. So, game card. To show you a new piece of software I got. This is called Swap Doodle. It's the newer version of Swap Note.
So
I
you can
still
see
have
that.
Swap Note,
See that light down there is still
I like
blue.
using Swap Doodle because let's open up her notes. I sent some notes off. Let's take a look at the notes I've made.
My friends.
Let's go into editing.
My me was green back then.
This is from a doodle lesson, page 1.
I was bad at showing stuff to the camera.
Any 3D footage, so I will not screen. I don't think I can do that, so you won't be able to see any 3D footage, so I will not use the 3D feature, so. Yes. In
You
Nintendo
see,
Badge Arcade.
just about now. Look, see the red light?
You can no feature. Oh, by the way, if hit page 1.
See the light still blue?
Image coming off this.
Oh,
Go into
see, look, there's... there's the red light. It's
Oh,
battery
by the
is
way,
low.
if you want to see the 3D footage coming off this, go into the 3DS's web browser and set it to the turn on the 3D video feature. You won't be able to see any 3D footage, so I will not use the 3D feature, so. Here's the sticker button. You can have up to 4 stickers. You can set it of your personal me, played software, or badges you've earned in Nintendo Badge Arcade. I just got it today, so I played it and got a few badges.
Oh, Badge Arcade. I remember that. Or actually, I don't remember it that well, but...
Just focus on the bottom
that obvious
screen.
red light. I just wasn't looking at it. You can add software icons for some reason.
Whoops. I accidentally hit the web browser. I'll show that to you. Whoops. 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 I accidentally hit the web browser. I'll show that to you later. Whoa, I need to charge my DS.
And then I start sprinting across the house to my room to go plug the thing in because I heard the battery sound when going to the main menu. Look at me frantically trying to plug that stupid thing in.
Now the problem with this thing, see, just like the old one, if the power light turns red, you need to charge it.
Okay, one thing I didn't say there was if the power light and the notification light are flashing red, that is a critically low battery, so you need to charge it immediately. If it's just red like that, you could keep playing for a little while, but you should still charge your 3DS as soon as you can. But if the light is if you see the flashing lights, you should probably save whatever you're doing and turn off the console. You'd probably save whatever you're doing and turn off the console. Why am I scrolling around the home menu?
Won't add a sticker to this one, so say save and send, or save and close. I'll hit send.
And I just threw notes to my friends. Oh, downloading new notes. Oh, there's a note waiting to be sent. Huh. Something new from Nikki came in while I was recording.
Just another tutorial from Nikki.
You can attach screenshots. I completely forgot
So
about
I
that when I
just
was using
I've sent a few Mario Maker.
closing software.
Let's get in the web browser. They've totally revamped that web browser. You'll see what I mean in just a sec.
I'm making fun of. Let me stop laughing. Oh. I'm making fun of my old self. I'm making fun of my younger self in this YouTube video. Or it wasn't a YouTube. It's just a video on in my library. This wasn't uploaded to YouTube. I'm making fun of my stupid sound effects. Man, I almost died laughing from that. Oh. What was I humming just then? I can hear this. I think that's me closing tabs. I think that's me closing tabs in the 3DS's web browser. And I was trying to make like a vacuum sound. It sounds like I'm hyperventilating. Now I can understand what my parents mean about my weird sounds. At least the vacuum ones that involved
Now, do they
breathing
still
like
have a
that.
silly manual for this web browser? The only way to get out of the web browser now is to hit the home button. See if they've changed anything on the game notes.
It's about to end.
Nope.
So it's like,
Oh, by the way, hitting the blue X button while in a piece of software while on a suspended piece of software. Oh, there's the manual. Yep, there's still a manual for this web browser. And then, of course, shutting it off. So that was my... Still look at the new 3DS XL.
okay, I'll cut the video there. So yeah, I tried to make a video about the new 3DS XL when I got it. Let me bring up the camera again. So, yeah, that was a not so quick video. It's almost 50. It's 54 minutes long. This video about the 3DS family of systems. I don't think I'm gonna get a system from eBay, but if I do, I'll make sure to show it to you. To improve that stupid review I recorded and never uploaded back in 2016. Did I upload that? Let me go look at my YouTube channel. Ironic since I'm going to be uploading this video to YouTube. Go your channel. I showed you the videos anyway. I'm going to show you backlog videos whenever I want. Let's take a look all the way back. Yeah, I started my YouTube channel when I already had my Switch. So, yeah. I never uploaded that 3DS review to YouTube. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. And maybe, hopefully, I'll be able to see another 3DS. Goodbye.